A man named Jack lived in a country nestled along the coastline. He was a vibrant 39-year-old filled with an unwavering passion for surfing. Rusty travel car. Bags were carefully stowed and the excitement was palpable in the air. After hours of driving, they reached their destination, a pristine stretch of North American coastline. Jack felt excited as he unloaded his surfboard from the car. The endless expanse of the sea stretched before him, inviting him to embrace its depths once more. While Jack eagerly prepared to ride the waves, his friends strolled, a powerful force tugging his legs, pulling him beneath the surface. Panic surged through him as he realized the dire situation he was in. A massive tiger shark appeared out of nowhere and brutally attacked Jack's legs. He struggled to maintain balance on the board, but the relentless assault severely wounded him. The shark, after its savage assault, swam away, leaving Jack to fight for his life. His friends on the shore had been watching in horror, and when they saw Jack's board abandoned in the water, they immediately knew something was wrong. They rushed to rent surfboards and searched the water, desperately searching for their friend. 3 agonizing hours passed before they finally spotted Jack floating lifelessly in the water. Horror and disbelief washed over them as they realized the extent of his injuries. They pulled him from the water and rushed him to the nearest hospital, their hearts heavy with worry and dread. The doctors at the hospital did everything they could, but Jack's condition was far worse than anyone had feared. The shark's brutal attack had left him with severe injuries, and he was in critical condition. His friends and family held a vigil by his bedside, praying for a miracle. But Jack's life slowly disappeared despite their hopes and the medical team's efforts. 3 long and agonizing days passed, filled with tears, shared memories, and the sea and the freedom it offered. His passion for surfing had brought him joy and fulfillment, but it had also led him to a tragic encounter with the unpredictability of the China Sea. Ada, initially resistant to the idea, eventually agreed to join them. The prospect of a weekend getaway with her family seemed like a much-needed with clear skies and a stunning sea view as they reached their destination. In an unexpected change of heart, Ada suggested they try surfing in the pristine waters. Her father was surprised by her enthusiasm and immediately rented a surfboard for her. Shore, hopeful the ocean's embrace might thaw her frosty disposition. As she rode the waves, a genuine smile spread across her face, and her family relaxed, relieved to see her in high spirits. However, in her joyful surfing, the serene waters of the China Sea suddenly turned treacherous. A colossal shadow lurked beneath the surface. A tiger shark, one of the ocean's most fearsome predators. The sounds and motion of the water drew the shark, who quickly closed in on Ada's surfboard. Panic surged through Ada as she realized the imminent danger. In the blink of an eye, the tiger shark launched a brutal attack on her board, its mighty jaws snapping shut with terrifying force. In a desperate bid for survival, Ada reacted instinctively. She twisted and turned, maneuvering her surfboard with astonishing agility. The tiger shark's enormous maw missed its mark by mere inches, munching on the board instead. Splintered wood and frothy waves were all that remained in its wake. Drenched and shaken, but miraculously unharmed, Ada continued to surf with a renewed sense of urgency. She knew her life depended on reaching the shore as quickly as possible. The shark, thwarted in its attempt to seize her, circled in the water, a silent menace below. Ada could feel her leg throbbing with pain as she rode the waves. The tiger shark had inflicted a minor injury, a small but painful wound that served as a chilling reminder of the peril she had faced. Her family, now frantic with worry, watched the harrowing scene unfold from the shore. With unwavering determination, Ada finally reached the safety of the shoreline, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and relief. Her family rushed to her side, their faces etched with concern. When they saw the blood on her leg, their anxiety deepened. Quickly, they whisked Ada to the nearest hospital. The doctors examined her injury and determined that it was not too severe. She would need some time to recover, but her life was not in immediate danger. They advised her to rest for a week to ensure proper healing. As Ada lay in her hospital bed, reflecting on the harrowing encounter, she couldn't help but undergo a profound transformation. The incident had served as a wake-up call, forcing her to confront the consequences of her cold and distant behavior. Ada's family, intensely relieved that their daughter was safe, showered her with love and support during her recovery. They spent quality time together, sharing stories, laughter, and heartfelt moments. Over that week, Ada's outlook on life underwent a dramatic shift. She resolved to be more appreciative of the people around her, and to cherish the moments spent with loved ones. Once a source of fear, the ocean symbolized her newfound perspective, a reminder that life was unpredictable and precious. Ada's leg healed as the days passed, leaving only a scar as a testament to her remarkable escape from the jaws of growth and change. And she was determined to make the most of her second chance. A young man named Liam lived amidst the bustling street. Love for each other flourished despite the demands of their busy lives. Maya's birthday was fast approaching, and Liam was determined to make it a memorable celebration. Liam knew Maya's heart yearned for the sea and the thrill of riding the waves. She had a passion for surfing that had been untamed for far too long. Liam came up with the idea to surprise her with a trip to the China Sea, a region well known for its gorgeous beaches and ideal waves. With Maya's birthday on the horizon, China was a testament to their love, as they savored every moment together. Upon landing, they booked a cab and made their way to a cozy hotel that overlooked the vastness of the China Sea. Over the next few days, Liam and Maya explored the wonders of the seaside city, relishing China's sights, sounds, and flavors. Their love blossomed amidst the backdrop of the sea as they strolled hand in hand along the pristine beaches and watched the sun dip below the horizon. The highlight of their trip was the day they had eagerly awaited, Surfing Day. They joined the bustling crowd of surf enthusiasts who gathered by the shore. Liam and Maya rented a pair of surfboards, their excitement building with each passing moment. They donned their wetsuits, their hearts pounding in anticipation of the thrilling ride. With her years of experience, Maya was eager to dive into the waves. Though less experienced, Liam was determined to give it his best shot. As they ventured into the water, the waves crashing around them, Maya showcased her expertise by swiftly gliding across the surface. Her movements were graceful and effortless, a testament to her passion for surfing. On the other hand, Liam took a more cautious approach, gradually finding his balance and rhythm on the board. When they thought their day couldn't improve, an unexpected and horrifying event unfolded. In the depths of the sea, a colossal figure emerged. A tiger shark, one of the ocean's most formidable predators. Panic rippled through the crowd as surfers scrambled to make their way to safety. Amidst the chaos, the tiger shark targeted Maya. With ruthless precision, it launched a vicious attack on her, clamping its jaws onto her surfboard. In a heart-stopping moment, Maya lost her balance and fell into the water, separated from her board. The surfers who witnessed the terrifying spectacle were frozen in shock. The ocean had suddenly turned into a dangerous battleground, and Maya was in the eye of the storm. Her life hung in the balance as she struggled in the water. Her reflection was etched with fear. Witnessing the horrifying scene, Liam knew that he had to act swiftly. Despite his inexperience, he summoned every ounce of strength and determination to navigate the waves and reach Maya. He paddled with all his might, his heart pounding with fear for the woman he loved. Amid the chaos, Maya's courage shone through. She fought to stay afloat and headed towards her surfboard, now adrift in the turbulent waters. The shark circled nearby, its predatory instincts on full display. As Liam reached Maya, their fingers intertwined, they struggled to hoist her onto the surfboard. They were mere feet away from the menacing shark, their hearts racing as they fought to stay ahead of the relentless predator. With remarkable bravery and determination, they managed to reach the safety of the shoreline. It was a harrowing sight, but her unwavering spirit shone through. Drenched in sweat and seawater, Liam carried her to the shore, his heart heavy with gratitude that they had survived the ordeal. The beachgoers rallied around them, summoning help and alerting the nearby hospital staff. An ambulance swiftly arrived, and in the following days, his love and support unwavering. Her recovery was arduous, but her indomitable spirit and their shared love saw them through. The news of their incredible survival and bravery in danger spread like wildfire, capturing people's hearts. A young woman named Mia lived amid the vibrant tapestry, filled their hearts with anticipation. Mia, in particular, was thrilled about the prospect of this journey. She had always held a special place in her heart for the sea and its boundless expanse. Her love for the water had roots in her childhood. By age 16, she had become an adept surfer. The memory of family trips to the seaside, where she first discovered the joy of surfing, was etched in her mind. The university announced the upcoming summer holidays, and just 1 week remained until their adventure would commence. The excitement in the air was palpable as they meticulously packed their bags. Mia, ever the enthusiast, made sure to carry her beloved surfboard. It was more than just a piece of equipment. It held a part of her heart, a link to her fondest memories. 2 days before their scheduled departure, they eagerly booked their tickets. The group comprised 5 members, including Mia. On the day of their flight, they gathered at the airport, their enthusiasm and anticipation evident in their smiles. The flight was scheduled for 9 a.m., and they should have checked their bags and settled into their seats. As they soared through the sky, leaving their homeland behind, they couldn't help but take in the breathtaking views below. The journey to China was not only a physical one, but also a spiritual and emotional adventure. They shared stories, laughed, and took countless selfies to capture the memories they were creating. Upon landing at the Chinese airport, their eyes widened with wonder as they took in the sights and sounds of a foreign land. It was their first time in China, and the airport alone was an adventure. Eager to start their journey, they decided to head directly to their destination. After a quick search, they found a comfortable hotel by the sea with stunning ocean views. They checked in and enjoyed a hearty lunch before retiring to their rooms. The long flight had exhausted them, but their spirits were high, knowing they would soon explore the sea. In the evening, as the sun cast its golden glow over the sea, they decided to venture out to the seaside. Mia, with her surfboard in tow, couldn't contain her excitement. The prospect of reconnecting with the waves was exhilarating. The friends settled on the beach, enjoying the tranquil beauty of the sea. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm hue over the sea. Music filled the air, laughter echoed, and the camera clicked as they captured the moment's beauty. However, a formidable presence lurked in the deep waters. A tiger shark, a creature of awe and terror. Because of its instincts, the shark heard human voices and the sounds of splashing water. It swiftly closed the distance between itself and the surfers, its massive form hidden beneath the waves. As the tiger shark approached, it targeted Mia's surfboard, mistaking it for prey. In a shocking and brutal assault, it lunged at the board with ferocious power, tearing it apart. The surfers on the beach watched in horror as Mia was separated from her board and plunged into the water. Fear gripped the hearts of those who witnessed the terrifying spectacle in the chaos that ensued. The sea had turned into a battleground, and Mia was at the storm's center. The shark circled, its instincts urging it to strike again. Mia summoned all her courage and instincts during the turmoil as a surfer. She paddled with incredible speed, her heart pounding with adrenaline. The shark continued to circle, its presence a looming threat as it lamented its missed opportunity. Mia's friends on the shore watched helplessly as their dear friend fought for her life. They screamed for help, praying for her safety. Mia's life hung in the balance as she paddled with determination, her eyes fixed on the shore. With unwavering bravery, Mia reached the safety of the shore, her arms aching from the exertion. Her friends rushed to her side, their faces a mix of relief and concern. It was a bittersweet victory, for Mia had survived the brutal encounter, but her body bore the scars of the battle. Mia's leg was severely injured, a testament to the ferocity of the shark's attack. Blood stained the water, a chilling reminder of their peril. She couldn't help but be grateful for her life and the love of her friends. Once a place of solace and adventure, the sea had revealed its formidable power, but it had also shown her the strength of her spirit. The experience also permanently altered Mia's friends. They had witnessed nature's raw force and the human spirit's resilience. The incident would forever remain etched in their memories, a testament to the enduring bond of friendship and the indomitable will to survive. In the history of India, the tale of Mia and her courageous battle against a tiger shark will be remembered as a story of triumph over adversity. It was a reminder that even in the face of the most daunting challenges, the human spirit could prevail, and the bonds of friendship could withstand the test of time and terror. 1998 was shaping up to be an unforgettable year. The city, with its golden sands and azure waters, was gearing up for its annual surfing championship. Tourists and surf enthusiasts flocked to the beaches, eager to witness the spectacle. Jamie Foster, a 19-year-old local, was the star everyone was betting on. With a natural talent for surfing and a deep connection, he spotted a shadow darting swiftly beneath him. Before he could react, a hammerhead shark, enticed by the board's movement, lunged at him, clamping its jaws down on his ankle. The pain was immediate and searing. Blood clouded the water around Jamie as he tried to free himself from the shark's grip. Each second felt like an eternity. The once serene morning had turned into a scene of chaos. On the shore, a few early risers noticed the struggle. Among them was Alex Turner, a former lifeguard with years of experience. Alex dove into the water without a second thought, swimming with powerful strokes towards Jamie. The shark, perhaps startled by Jamie's frantic movements, momentarily released its grip. Seizing the opportunity, Jamie them a few times but didn't attack again. Perhaps it had realized that Jamie wasn't its usual prey. By the time they reached the shore, the beach was temporarily closed, and the surfing championship was postponed. The incident served as a stark reminder of the unpredictability of the ocean and the creatures that inhabit it. The sun was setting, casting a golden hue over Wave Crest's beaches. The aftermath of the shark attack had left the community in shock. But the event was not just a competition, but a celebration of the bond between the surfer and the sea, rekindling his bond with the ocean. Word spread that Jamie was training again, and the town rallied behind him. The beach became a hub of activity, with locals and tourists coming to watch the young surfer's comeback. His determination was infectious, inspiring others to face their fears. The crowd cheered, their voices merging with the roar of the ocean. The waves were a siren song for many, but for newcomers, they were a challenge to be conquered. With its serene beaches and clear waters, the town was a haven for novice and experienced surfers. Noah Bennett, a 22-year-old from the bustling city of Landridge, had recently moved to Seabrook for college. The ocean, with its vastness and mystery. One morning, feeling particularly adventurous and wanting to test his newly acquired skills, Noah decided to explore a different part of the beach, away from the watchful eyes of his instructor. He had heard whispers about Shark's Cove, a secluded spot known for its challenging waves, and as legends had it, a frequent visiting ground for hammerhead sharks. Most locals avoided it, but Noah's curiosity got the better of him. The waters at Shark's Cove were different. They were more profound, the waves more unpredictable. But Noah was undeterred. As he paddled further, the shore became a distant blur. Engrossed in his adventure, He didn't notice the shadow that began to form beneath him. Suddenly, a forceful tug pulled him down. Panic set in as he found himself staring into the eyes of a massive hammerhead shark. With its distinctive head and swift movements, the creature seemed to be assessing this unfamiliar presence in its territory. Noah's heart raced as he recalled a piece of advice from his instructor. If ever in danger, the instruction was clear. Avoid panicking. Swift movements could lure unwanted attention into the water. With this wisdom in mind, Noah strived to maintain absolute stillness, hoping the shark would eventually lose interest. But the hammerhead, perhaps intrigued or threatened, circled him, its fin occasionally breaking the water's surface. Each pass felt like a calculated move, a dance of danger between man and beast. As the hammerhead continued its circling dance, Noah tried to recall every piece of information he had learned about sharks. He remembered reading that maintaining eye contact could sometimes deter a shark, as it gives the impression of being a potential threat rather than prey. With every ounce of courage he could muster, Noah locked eyes with the creature, trying to convey a message of mutual respect. Minutes felt like hours. The sun's rays pierced the water, creating a shimmering effect around the shark, adding an almost surreal quality to the situation. As the standoff continued, Noah felt a strange connection with the hammerhead. It was as if both were trying to understand the intentions of the other. Suddenly, from the corner of his eye, Noah noticed a group of manta rays gliding gracefully nearby. The rays seemed to captivate the hammerhead's attention with their vast wingspans and serene movements. The shark, perhaps sensing a more accessible or familiar interaction, slowly drifted towards them, its interest in Noah waning. Seizing this unexpected opportunity, Noah began to paddle softly, making his way back to the shallower waters. With every stroke, he felt a mix of relief and disbelief. The shore, which had seemed so distant earlier, now beckoned him with open arms. When he finally reached the beach, Noah collapsed on the sand, the weight of the ordeal crashing down on him. A few beachgoers rushed to his side, offering water and comfort. In the days that followed, Noah's perspective on the ocean changed. He realized that while it offered beauty and adventure, it also demanded respect. The ocean was a world with its own rules and inhabitants. Determined to share his coastal town where time seemed to stand still. Its pristine beaches and azure. One day, a local named Jasper mentioned a spot called the Crescent Abyss. It was whispered among the townsfolk that this part of the sea was home to the majestic hammerhead sharks. While many avoided it out of fear or respect, Eli's adventurous spirit saw it as a challenge. A few mornings later, Eli paddled towards the Crescent Abyss. The ocean here felt different, deeper, more mysterious. As he glided over a huge wave, a shadow darted below him. Before he could react, a forceful tug pulled him underwater. Emerging from the blue was a massive hammerhead shark. Its eyes, set wide on its uniquely shaped head, seemed to be sizing up this intruder in its domain. Eli's heart raced, but his adventurous spirit kept panic at bay. He knew he had to think quickly. Floating as still as possible on his board, Eli tried to minimize any threat he might pose to the shark. Perhaps puzzled by this unfamiliar presence, the hammerhead circled Eli, its sleek form cutting effortlessly through the water. The ocean's vastness, the shark's proximity, and the realization of his situation weighed heavily on Eli. He knew he had to make a move, but what? The silent ballet between Eli and the hammerhead persisted, a delicate balance of intrigue and caution. A fleeting shadow passed over Eli each time the shark's dorsal fin broke the water's surface. The once inviting waters of Tide's End now felt like a vast, unpredictable expanse. Drawing from snippets of information he'd gathered over the years, Eli remembered that sharks, especially hammerheads, often rely on electromagnetic fields to detect prey. He removed a metallic necklace he wore, a keepsake from his hometown, and tossed it a few feet away. The shiny object and its slight electromagnetic disturbance momentarily diverted the shark's attention. Seizing this brief window of opportunity, Eli began to paddle with gentle, deliberate strokes, aiming to move closer to the shore without alarming the hammerhead. The shark's curiosity, now split between Eli and the metallic object, maintained a distance but continued to shadow him. As the water began to grow shallower, the silhouette of the hammerhead started to fade into the deeper blue, returning to the mystery's destination but as a place of learning and respect. In the days that followed, Eli's routine didn't change much. He continued to surf, but with a heightened awareness and reverence for the ocean and its inhabitants. He often found himself sitting at the edge of just a coastal town. It was a reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the profound connections waiting to be forged when one approached. The waves beckoned surfers from all around. Sunbay's beaches were legendary, not just for their beauty but for the tales the old-timers told. Stories of brave fishermen and the occasional curious marine creature that ventured too close. The shark seemed to be sizing him up. Before Ethan could react, the shark lunged, biting into his calf. The pain was immediate and intense. Ethan screamed, blood clouding the water around him. Panic set in. He tried to kick the shark away, but the creature was relentless. Upon witnessing the attack, Lucas raised an alarm as he shouted, Nearby, Clara Thompson, a marine biologist on vacation in Sun Bay, noticed the unfolding drama. With swift determination, she seized her kayak and began paddling toward Ethan, urging him to stay still as she approached. Clara began banging on the side of her kayak as she approached, creating a diversion. Detecting another presence, the hammerhead shark released its grip on Ethan and shifted its attention toward Clara. This gave Ethan the precious seconds to scramble back onto his surfboard, clutching his injured leg. With the shark now focused on Clara, Lucas paddled over to Ethan and together they made their way back to the shore, their hearts racing. Using her knowledge of sharks, Clara continued to distract the hammerhead until it lost a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the ocean and the creatures that call it home. The news of Ethan's encounter spread rapidly throughout Sun Bay. By evening, it was the only topic of discussion. Locals gathered at the town's diner exchanging stories of their close encounters and marveling at Ethan's luck. Boat's edge with the sun casting golden reflections on the water. The sight was mesmerizing. With their unique head structures, schools of hammerheads swam in harmonious patterns. The raw beauty and grace of their movements replaced Ethan's fear with a profound sense of respect. Feeling a renewed sense of purpose, Ethan felt compelled to give back. Underclaps, beach cleanups, and interactive sessions became regular events in Sun Bay, turning the town into a hub for marine conservation. Ethan's resilience and determination became legendary. His story, from trauma to advocacy, inspired countless individuals. It served as a testament to the human spirit's ability to transform pain into purpose. Sun Bay's pristine beaches soon became synonymous with natural beauty and a legacy of understanding and conservation. Years passed, and the young surfer who once faced his deepest fears head-on became a beacon of hope. Ethan did find his way back to surfing, but his approach was different. Each time he rode a wave, it wasn't just a sport, but a dance of respect with the ocean. Every splash of water and every gust of wind served as a reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the continuous journey of understanding and coexistence. Unfolded along the rugged coastline of Cape Cod, Massachusetts in 2003. The quaint town of Chatham, known for its picturesque beaches and maritime history, was the backdrop for this harrowing tale. The Cape had a rich maritime heritage with a long shark encounter history, making it a fitting setting for this suspenseful narrative. The town of Chatham exuded a timeless coastal environment with its weathered shingles and charming storefronts. The place coexisted with the past and present, weaving the echoes of maritime history into the fabric of daily life. The locals would speak of the beauties of the high seas, tales that seemed to come alive in the salt-laden breeze. Sandra Mitchell, a 48-year-old American woman, embarked on a much-needed summer vacation after a long hiatus from her teaching career. Eager to rejuvenate her urges, she ventured to the chilly waters of South. She hadn't taken a vacation in years, but this trip to Cape Cod provided a well-deserved respite from the demands of her teaching career. Sandra waded into the chilly embrace of the ocean, and a sense of tranquility washed over her. The water invigorated her, acting as a tonic for her weary soul. She floated, feeling weightless and free, as the worries of the world slipped away with each gentle swell. Unbeknownst to Sandra, a force of nature stirred beneath the surface. A great white shark, a primal power and instinct creature, patrolled the depths with silent precision. It stood as a living relic, a testament to eons of evolution, honing its predatory prowess to perfection. The warning signs along the shore told a tale of recent shark sightings, reminding everyone of the untamed wilderness beyond the tranquil surface. But Sandra, lost in the sea's embrace, paid little heed to them. She couldn't resist the call of the ocean, a siren song. And then in an instant the world shifted. The water around Sandra churned and frothed as a dark shape hurtled toward her. The great white breached the surface with a thunderous crash, its jaws agape, embodying primordial fury. The ocean's roar swallowed Sandra's scream as the colossal predator closed in. Time stretched, echoing each heartbeat in her ears. In that harrowing moment, salvation arrived as a stranger. A figure materialized on the periphery of her vision. He was armed with a harpoon gun and moved with the calm precision of a seasoned hunter. He aimed and fired without hesitation, and the harpoon found its mark with lethal accuracy. The impact reverberated through the water, causing the shark to release its grip on Sandra. They pulled her to safety, the world a blur of pain and disorientation. The stranger, with a face masked by determination, guided her to the shore, his voice serving as a reassuring anchor amidst the maelstrom of her senses. And then, as swiftly as he appeared, he waves, leaving a wake of curiosity and wonder. The marine authorities who had captured the wounded great white in the aftermath marveled that natural engineering was a living testament to the complexity of life beneath the waves. The scientists had descended upon the creature, probing instruments in hand, as they sought to unravel what the massive animal held, and they even removed its indomitable urge, testifying to the resilience of its kind. With reverence and trepidation, they returned the great white shark to the ocean, making it a living emissary of the depths. As it disappeared beneath the waves, they held their collective breath, silently bidding farewell to a creature that defied the boundaries of comprehension. As for Sandra, she endured an arduous but determined recovery. With the passing of summer, Sandra would return to her teaching career, carrying with her the scars of life's happenings and the resilience of the human urge. Sandra's road to recovery was marked by pain and determination. The wounds she held served as a reminder of the day she had stared into the abyss and emerged stronger, and testaments to the fragility of echoes of that fateful day whispered in the recesses of her mind. Sandra found solace in the knowledge that she had stared into the abyss and had emerged stronger. Sandra's memory retained the great white shark, a phantom of the deep, as it etched itself into her mind, reminding her of the untamed beauty that danced at the edge of human unboat. She couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and reverence for the world beneath. Millie embarked on a solo expedition, equipping her boat with state-of-the-art equipment to document the behavior and movements of the ocean's apex predators. The tranquil morning hinted at the mysteries beneath, and Millie was eager to uncover them. As the day wore on, the calm seas whispered calmness that only the ocean held. Millie meticulously observed, etching every detail into her logbook. The hours passed in a rhythmic cadence of the waves until a sudden shift in the air signaled an imminent change. The ocean's surface trembled without warning, sending ripples in every direction. Millie's heart raced as a primal instinct urged her to seek shelter. Then a colossal form emerged, a great white shark, slicing through the water with a graceful yet terrifying precision, its dorsal fin leading the way. Her breath caught in her throat as she watched the massive creature approaching, dominating the surroundings with its presence. The shark's immense power and primal majesty held her in a spellbound trance. In an instant it leaped, defied gravity as it breached the surface, and revealed rows of razor-sharp teeth glistening in the sunlight. Panic surged through Millie's veins, but her years of training kicked in. She fumbled for the radio and sent out a desperate call for assistance, her composed voice though betraying the urgency that coursed through her. In the midst of the chaos, Millie's voice remained remarkably composed as she declared Mayday. The urgency in her tone was palpable as she succinctly narrated the dire scenario unfolding around her. The treacherous predator, a massive great white shark, continued its menacing circle around her beleaguered research vessel, as if orchestrating a relentless assault against its prey. Each pass of the shark tested the vessel's structural integrity, causing it to rock dangerously, threatening to tip it into the unforgiving embrace of the ocean depths. With each impact, the vessel groaned under immense pressure and water began to seep in through compromised seals and fissures, adding to the urgency of the situation. In the distance, Millie's distress call reached the Maritime Authority's Vigilant Monitoring Station, where seasoned professionals manned their posts with unwavering dedication. The call triggered a frenzied symphony of activity as alarm lights blinked and sirens wailed. Swiftly and with practiced precision, the authority dispatched a highly trained response team, armed with both the expertise and equipment required to confront such a perilous situation. Their every move was marked by the knowledge that time was an unrelenting adversary, ticking away with each passing second. The fate of Millie and her vessel hung precariously in the balance, and the response team's determination to reach her swiftly was unwavering, for they understood that the line between peril and salvation was a thread, and they were racing against its inevitable unraveling. Millie clung to the last vestiges of hope as the minutes stretched into an eternity. The relentless predator continued its assault, driven forward by its primal instincts. Then the response team arrived, shining like a beacon of hope. With precision and expertise honed through years of training, they maneuvered their boat alongside Millie's, their eyes fixed on the massive adversary threatening her life. They quickly devised a plan and carefully chose a net for its strength and durability. The team worked in synchrony and cast the net with practiced precision. The great white shark was momentarily ensnared and thrashed against its constraints, showcasing the untamed force of nature with its raw power. The team temporarily subdued the shark and swiftly moved to secure Millie's safety. They pulled her aboard their vessel, and a mixture of relief and gratitude washed over her. She watched as the magnificent creature, still entangled, struggled against its captivity. Hours later, the team carefully released the great white shark into its natural habitat. It surged forward, embodying the untamed spirit of the ocean. Millie, who was now safe and on solid ground, watched with a mixture of reverence and awe. She had encountered the great white shark, which had been a dance with the sublime, reminding her of the beauty beneath the waves. In the days that followed, Millie reflected on the profound experience. Her respect for the ocean and its inhabitants deepened. White shark, once the user's adversary, now symbolized the feral wonders that call the ocean home. The sea breeze carried a sense of serenity as Millie stood on the deck of the rescue vessel, her eyes fixed on the receding figure of the great white shark. It surged forward and disappeared into the vast expanse of its home. Millie thanked her rescuers, her voice tinged with genuine appreciation. They saved not only her but that magnificent creature, and Millie's reputation as a fearless marine biologist had grown. She published her findings in prestigious journals, gaining recognition from her peers in the scientific community. Yet amidst the awe to the beauty of the ocean, She was captivated by the rhythmic crash of waves against the rocky shore and the vast expanse of blue moving out to the horizon. At 40 years old, Abigail maintained the adventurous spirit of her youth and frequently sought solace in the arms of nature. Abigail